A very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's basketball time. And when it's basketball time on Nintendo, you've got a great game. Stick around. I'm Chick Hearn along with Stu Lance. We're here for the game between the Portland Trail Blazers and the San Antonio Spurs. Wallace finds the open man. Sabonis lays it up. That was a nice play.
Good shot by Sabonis.
Passes to Johnson. Sends it to Elliott. He lets it fly. No good. Stoudemire to the open man. Wallace pulls up, and it's no good. To Smith. He sets, he fires. No. Grant back up and in. Super move. Johnson passes the ball to Elliott. Unloads. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Sabonis sends it to Stoudemire. To the open man. He unloads. Good. Whistle on the play. Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first. And it's no good. To Johnson. To Elliott. To Duncan. Pulls up, and it goes in. Sabonis passes the ball to Stoudemire. To Sabonis. He takes the shot, and he hits it. Johnson to the open man. Robinson with the shot. He made it.
The Trailblazers have given up the last 3 buckets. They need to tighten up.
Sabonis lays it up for 2. Nice hoop. Robinson sends it to Johnson. Duncan for the jam. Duncan pushes it down.
That's one for the highlight reel.
Grant. 2 points. Ooh, heartbreak shot. It's denied. Sabonis passes the ball to Smith. Smith loses control. Johnson pulls up. He sets, he fires. He unloads. Wish. Stoudemire. Wallace goes in strong, and he jams it back down again. He drives to the basket, jams it in. Stoudemire throws it inside to Smith. Smith, a superior move. Welly whirls it to Elliott. Johnson lays it up off the glass. He puts it in.
The Trailblazers have given up the last 3 buckets. They need to tighten up.
Sabonis lays it up for two. It's good.
Sabonis scores another two-pointer.
Johnson sends it to Elliott. Welly lays it up. Good work.
The Trailblazers look like they're glued to the floor tonight, Chick. They just are not contesting any shots.
Stoudemire sends it back to Sabonis. Shoot. Oh, he hit the shot.
Sabonis collects another 2 points. He's doing some good work tonight.
Down low to Duncan with a jumper. There's a whistle. Foul on Wallace. That's his first. Stoudemire. He fires. Johnson sends it back airmail. Whistle on the play. Foul on Johnson. That's his second foul this evening. Out to Robinson. Pulls up in the lane. Outstanding play.
Robinson picks up the 2 points.
Passes to Wallace. He goes in. Grant pounds it down. Elliott dishes it to Johnson. Duncan takes it to the hole and stuffs it. Wallace loses control. Johnson passes the ball to Robinson. Unloads. No. Wallace whirls it to Stoudemire. Sabonis finds the open man. He shoots. At the end of the first quarter, the score is the Portland Trailblazers 23, the San Antonio Spurs 22. Johnson to Elliott. To Johnson. Rifles it to Duncan. For two. He hit the shot.
Duncan drains the shot. Good play.
Wallace back to Stoudemire. To Grant. Johnson with the block. To Sabonis. He scores.
The Trailblazers are shooting the lights out tonight. Nothing is stopping them.
To Robinson. Grant rifles it to Stoudemire. Turnover. Into the lane to Robinson. Pops the J. To Grant. Goes up. Grant slams it with authority. To Elliott. To Welly. He lets it fly. Off glass. No good. There's a whistle. Welly shooting two. No good. Robinson stops in the lane. A deuce.
Nice shot from Robinson.
to Wallace, to Sabonis. Turnover. To Johnson, to Ellie. From way outside.
Mario has missed too many shots. He couldn't throw a grape in the ocean.
To Grant. Takes it up strong. Whoa, he lowers the boom. Johnson. To the open man. He lets it fly. He takes the jumper. Down it goes.
That shot's really going to help his confidence.
Stoudemire. Back to Sabonis. He takes the shot. Johnson to the open man. To Duncan. To Sabonis. Welly puts up the shot to Stoudemire. To the open man. Fine look.
That guy is on fire.
Johnson. To Elliott. To Duncan. Pops the J. An easy deuce.
Duncan picks up another 2 points.
To Stoudemire. Passes through traffic to Grant with the shot.
That guy is simply amazing.
Robinson loses control. To Sabonis. 2 points.
That was a clean shot from Sabonis.
To Duncan. Robinson elevates the slam dunk.
You don't see that kind of move every day, Chick.
Stoudemire. To Grant. To the open man. Smith sends it to Stoudemire. From way outside. Johnson. To Duncan. He goes up and finishes with a thunderous jam. Stoudemire. He lets it fly, and it's no good. Turnover. Stoudemire lays it up for 2. He hit the shot.
Good shot by Stoudemire.
To Elliott. To the open man. Johnson snaps off a chest pass to Welly. He unloads. No good. To Stoudemire. He takes off. Grant with a monster jam. Johnson sends it to Duncan. He goes up. Duncan with a forward. Stoudemire. He takes the shot. At halftime, the score is the San Antonio Spurs 41, the Portland Trail Blazers 39. Johnson to Elliott. To Johnson.
The Spurs now have a 4-point lead.
To Sabonis. Sabonis loses control. He shoots. Whistle on the play. Foul on Sabonis. That's his second foul this evening. No. Stoudemire. He puts up the J. There's a whistle. It's on Elliott. That's his first. Long pass to Johnson. To Robinson. For two, the San Antonio Spurs are making their shots. Looks like the defense is on vacation.
When you have the shooter's touch, you get the shooter's bounce.
Wallace rifles it. Grant kisses it off the glass.
If you look up automatic in the dictionary, there's a picture of Grant.
Over to Johnson. To Elliott. He goes inside for the dunk. I'm starting to feel like I'm an air traffic controller up here. To Sabonis. To Wallace. He shoots.
He's building this place from the ground up, one brick at a time.
Johnson. To Robinson. To Johnson. He puts up the J. Wallace rifles it to Stoudemire. To Smith. Grant.
That guy's draining them tonight.
Johnson. To Elliott. To Duncan. For two.
Robinson makes the shot for another 2 points.
Grant flashes through the lane. Wow, that was at least a 7 on the Richter scale. Skip pass to Duncan. He shoots. There's a whistle. Duncan goes to the charity stripe. Stoudemire. To Wallace. From outside.
He's having trouble finding his range.
To Elliott. Throws up a prayer.
He couldn't hit a parked car in a parking lot.
Robinson for two.
Robinson is knocking them down from all over.
To Wallace. Stoudemire stops in the lane. Duncan throws it ahead to Johnson. He shoots. takes the jumper. To Elliott. To Robinson. Intercepted. To Stoudemire. Turnover. He sets, he fires. There's a whistle. Robinson goes to the charity stripe. Stoudemire. To Sabonis. To Stoudemire. It's denied. Throws up a prayer. That was a nice play. Johnson. And hammers it home. It's answered. Johnson. Robinson puts up the shot. He scores.
That's another 2 points from Robinson.
It's knocked loose. Johnson, hands off to Duncan. To Johnson. To Duncan. To Robinson. He takes the jumper.
The Spurs got to start thinking about letting the clock run down.
Grant, shoot. Super move.
The Spurs have given up the last 3 buckets. They need to tighten up.
To Elliott. To Johnson. Intercepted. To Wallace. Sends it back to Sabonis.
It's time now to just milk the clock.
He fires. Great shot. He shot that one from the parking lot. He sets, he fires. Off glass, no good. At the end of the third quarter, the score is the San Antonio Spurs 64, the Portland Trailblazers 56. Stoudemire. Interception. To Elliott. To Duncan. Interception. To Johnson. Good entry pass to Robinson.
He definitely got the shooter's roll there.
To Sabonis.
The way that guy's shooting, you'd think the basket was 3 feet wide.
To Duncan. Ooh, he slams it home. To Wallace. Three-pointer.
Robinson is carrying the load on offense.
To Smith. Grant finishes with a thunderous jam. To Elliott.
They'll need to pick up their defense soon if they plan on getting back into this game.
To Stoudemire. Whoa, Stoudemire, what a move by the little guy.
Sabonis is really stepping it up.
To Robinson. To Elliott. To Robinson. He puts up the J. To Smith. Grant. He puts up the J.
Is shooting the lights out.
Johnson. To Belly. To Johnson. To Robinson. Wide open. To Smith. To Grant. He puts up the J.
Grant is lighting them up tonight.
To Elliott. To Johnson. To Duncan. He puts up the J. Robinson slams it down.
That was pretty.
Stoudemire. To Wallace. To Stoudemire. He goes for three.
The Trailblazers have missed too many from behind the arc.
Slam dunk. Stoudemire. Johnson. Reaching in. Over to Elliott. Reaching in. To Sabonis. Skip pass to Grant. Reaching in. He puts up the J. To Johnson. Duncan back to Johnson. Wide open. This game's as good as over. It's garbage time now.
He definitely got the shooter's roll there.
To Wallace. Whoa, Stoudemire, what a move by the little guy. Wallace stops in the lane. This game is in the refrigerator. The door is closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard. The jello is jiggling. Stoudemire. To Wallace. Puts it off the glass. There's a whistle. Wallace steps to the line. To Robinson. Goes up. It's denied. Sabonis rifles it to Smith. To Stoudemire. Stoudemire. Good.
You can't give away that many easy shots and expect to stay in the game.
To Duncan. Johnson to the open man. He shoots. To Stoudemire. For three, and he hits it. From way outside. At the end of regulation play, the score is the San Antonio Spurs 87, the Portland Trail Blazers 78.